Good morning, gentlemen. Coach Tim coming to you here from Idaho this week. I'm visiting my folks, doing a bunch of yard projects for them, and I'm trying to avoid straining my back. But here for the week and enjoying some warmer weather than I have in Washington. I just wanted to welcome any of you new VIP members. If this is your first week of VIP membership and you're listening to this or watching this on our Facebook, I wanted to say we're glad to have you. This is a great forum for meeting other guys who are in the same journey that you are. So post your questions if you're in the Facebook group, and there's a lot of guys here who have a lot of knowledge, a lot of years of experience, some coaches. So if you've got a form question on your workouts, make sure you take a video of yourself and post that, and you'll get some tips. It's always good to ask questions. There's never a dumb question. Tomorrow is Friday, so it's a day we post our wins, and weekly wins are maybe sometimes guys think that's a little silly, but it's important to celebrate your progress. And so I'd love to hear how you've been progressing this week. Maybe you set a new PR in your lifting. Maybe you just hit your macro goals for the week. For me, my win is being able to be with my folks and visit with them and help them out. They're 91 and 87. So it's great to be able to do something like that physically. We're taking up a bunch of sod and putting in a path out to their flower garden. And so doing a bunch of raking and digging and lifting. And at 67, I'm glad to be physically able to do that stuff. So post your wins. We'd love to hear it. Hey, last week, Mario talked about quarterly goals, and I just wanted to remind everybody that this is a good time to do that. And in order to do that, you really need to reassess where you've been. So take a look back and see what kind of progress you're making or where you might be stuck, so that you can actually set a goal moving forward through this next quarter. And maybe it's just a nutritional goal. The foundation of your progress is going to be making sure that your body gets the fuel that it needs. Maybe you need to ask yourself whether you're getting stronger, because really, we're not doing these workouts just to get sweaty. We're trying to build muscle tissue. And so are you actually getting stronger in some of your lifts? Are you seeing progress? But an important part of that might be a meeting with your coach to kind of go over where you are and maybe assess where your macros are, talk about your workouts and how you're doing those, and whether or not you need to make some adjustments for this next quarter. One of the things that I wanted to mention as well, that's kind of coming out of some of the meetings that I've been having with clients in their first or second round, is, are you hitting your protein goals? I've noticed a lot of guys are really struggling with the protein, and I just wanted to remind everybody that if you are under consistently on your protein, you're kind of wasting your workouts, because the goal again is to build new muscle tissue. It's to break down muscle fibers and stimulate the body to build new muscle tissues so that you're stronger. And if you're not getting the protein that you need, your muscles are not going to do that. And so it's not a small thing to not hit your macro targets. You need to do whatever you need to do to hit your protein goals. And if that means forgetting about the fasting window and eating breakfast until your metabolism adjusts and you can eat more, then do that. If you need to use some protein powder, you need to do that too. But you've got to hit your protein goals, or you're really just kind of going through the motions with your workouts. And the target is to get within 5 grams of your goal. So some of you guys are doing great, but be consistent on hitting that protein target so that you can build muscle tissue. In April, we're going to be adjusting our programming just a little bit. We're going to be moving on from the arm focus to a glute focus, which I'll say is really important to your lower back and your core stability. So you're going to be able to do 2 bonus glute workouts if you're in VIP, and those will be on Monday and Thursday immediately following the regular workout. There won't be any low macro days. They're trying to do kind of a cut for those of you who are following that for the first quarter. And if you're going to actually build muscle tissue, you can't be in a cut, which is kind of dovetailing on you've got to hit your macro targets. So make sure that you are hitting those targets so we can build muscle tissue. We're going to continue on in supersets. Hopefully that's working out great for you guys. I love supersets. And for the advanced program, there's going to be 4 rounds. And for the regular program, there'll be 3 rounds. I hope that's programming that's effective for you guys. I was just talking to a couple guys this last week about their workouts, and just a reminder to make sure that when you're doing your lifting, that as you're getting to the end of each set of reps, you need to ask yourself, can I keep going for a little bit, or do I just have a couple left in the tank? Because that's what you want. You want to make sure that you're pushing your muscle tissues in each set either to failure or almost failure. If you need to adjust your weights to do that, then do it. If you're in set 2 and you can't hit the rep range that's required and you're a couple short, that's fine. But if it's just too heavy, then drop weight just a little bit. You want to reach the rep range and only have a couple left in the tank, ideally. That's what it means to push your muscle tissue. If you are just kind of lifting and getting sweaty, you're getting some muscle toning, but you're not really going to build muscle tissue, and that's our goal here. I hope you guys have a great week. It's kind of a short check-in this week. Post any questions that you have, and remember to reassess, get with your coach. Ask yourself, am I getting stronger? Am I lifting heavier? Is it time to get some new weights? Am I hitting my protein? And set some goals for this next quarter. Hope you guys have a great weekend. Let's hit those workouts, and we'll talk to you next week.